I'm not a bitch.
I'm not a bitch, I yell as I continue to be a bitch.
Gather round and listen to a tale of brave souls, big and small, where they go on adventures, where they may trip but never fall. Trials, triumphs, and doing their best. Join us, friends, on a stumble quest. Last time on Stumble Quest.
As you guys are traversing through the desert, you come across a single weary goat.
So Knack immediately, wordlessly, just gravitates towards the goat and just... Are you okay?
Okay, so approaching it, it begins to bleat nervously and run away. But after getting about 30 feet away, it looks back to see if you're following it.
Let's let the goat lead us into a trap.
Y'all are following the goat, yes?
Yeah.
Following it for about an hour,
Oh,
you find
no.
yourself standing before a full herd of goats, all surrounding an old beat-up well and all bleating in panic.
Is the shepherd in the well?
Looking down, you see an elderly elven man who had fallen down the well and is unconscious.
Knack scuttles down to the bottom of the well.
Okay. So he is bleeding a little bit on the side of his head. That's clearly how he became unconscious, because he bumped his head.
I live on the outskirts of Mondon City.
Oh my god,
He
we
does live in
have
the
to
place that
take
we're
him
going to.
back.
Are we throwing him in the fucking fruit cart?
Knack looks really excited about this, and he's really excited to help these sheep cross the desert.
Goats.
Goats?
Goats.
I guess as you guys are having this like weird conversation and you're still holding the old man, he's been like, trying to say something.
Thank you, young man, young creature man, and I will repay you. This I promise. If you are able to bring me back to my home, I will give you my most cherished possession.
Pow. We did it. We did your side quest. You happy
Yeah,
now?
I am actually.
So Knack sets up a bedroll across the tops of several fruit crates, I guess, if he could spread them out.
No, I'm just picturing this on just like a pile of apples and watermelons and shit.
I was gonna say, I'm picturing him bumping around in a cart with a bunch of fruits. Not in crates, just loose.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding? Can I clear a
No, it's a
space?
wagon
You can
full of
try,
loose
motherfucker,
Yeah.
but if you drop any of my fruit...
Do I have to dig? Is it
Yes,
full?
it's-
Like I can't even dig a
yes.
clear space on the
elephant
floor?
hasn't
Yes.
eaten yet, so ostensibly
They're not
it would
in
be
crates?
full.
No.
Knack hasn't looked in this fucking fruit wagon.
No,
Knack
man,
looks
it's
at
just loose
It's a
fruit.
pile. It's a
Bread.
huge
And it's
pile
like
of fruit.
questionable fruit at best. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure some of this shit is not in the best of,
yeah.
you know,
Some of it's
state.
like rotten. You didn't take any crates.
They didn't give me any crates, brother.
They just shoveled
Yep.
it in.
Yeah.
It was cheap. It was cheap, buddy. I think that's why.
Can I make like? Can I?
Just make a fucking nest in the watermelons and toss it in there.
You could wood shape.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Knack wood shapes like he pulls two branches out from one side of the wagon, connected to the other side of the wagon, and then lays a bedroll over top of it, like a hammock.
That makes sense. Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sets him down. Says, well, I hope you don't mind the smell of all this fruit.
It smells delightful, my son.
And if you want a snack,
No,
it's right here.
no. That fruit is
Wait,
for the
what?
elephant.
Wait, what?
That fruit is for the elephant. I paid for it.
Are you kidding?
No, what? I paid for it. It's for my elephant. Of course, I don't know who this is. Who's this?
Knack looks at the guy and says, it's fine, just have the
No,
fruit.
no, hey, I'm looking at you.
Did I not explain to you that I can shrink that elephant and save on fruit?
Yeah, but we don't know for how.
We may have a surplus of fruit at the end of
Well,
this.
May is not good enough for me. Because what if we don't?
Man, Knack's just handing out fruit to people like it's nothing, and I want to kill and eat like one goat, and he loses his shit on me. This is so unfair.
It's not even his fruit to give away.
Pout.
Brix, you are not eating a goat.
Come on. Look how many goats are there.
Get off
There's
the
at
fruit.
least 10.
Knack is...
Art is gonna walk over, hand the man some rations, and say, "Sir, just relax. Try to sleep as much as you can, and we will get you to Mondon City as
We
quick
will
as
get
we're able."
all 42 of your goats there.
Thank you.
All
Knack is-
45 bricks.
He begins like really slowly and awkwardly eating the rations.
Ugh, he's making all people noises.
It's like it's difficult for him to get the food into his mouth for some reason.
Does he have any teeth? Is he just gumming this shit?
No, he has teeth. He's just old.
Guys, what the fuck?
He's just a Jeph NPC, so
Knack
Nothing can be
creates
easy.
water Knack just gives him his own water skin.
Fucking
It's fine.
creates water
Knack will find a
directly into his mouth, and it's like 5
Yeah,
gallons.
into his body.
Yeah.
He
Not
like
even into his
inflates.
digestive system, just his body. Fuck his blood right up.
he just gets like,
Yeah. He expands.
This is weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Getting into some weird territory.
I was gonna say, this is getting into like weird.
Let's not awaken any fetishes
We're
in our
coming back
audience.
to the Not Safe for Work podcast. We gotta get away from it. We gotta get away from it.
Get off. We got to get off of it. He's fine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He's fine. He's fine.
Wait.
He's fine. We're
How do
going. He's fine. We're going. He won't eat any of the fruit. We're going to Mondon City. We've got a bunch of goats now. Fuck.
Knack
What are we
looks.
feeding these goats?
Knack looks
Each
at.
other.
I mean, presumably
No.
he's got a thing of food with him. He's bringing goats
Does
with
he?
him. Yeah, there's like a
Sir,
little
do
cart.
you have a
that a few of the
wagon
goats
or,
are
like-
carrying.
Oh, he has a
Yeah,
cart.
yeah.
You didn't say anything about the cart. You didn't say anything about the
But
cart. You
it's
just said there's
full of
sheep in the
food.
desert.
Of course he's got
Sheep
food
in the
for
desert,
goats.
that's
He's
all
got
I
45
heard.
Goats in
of
the
them.
desert. Goats in the desert. There's no sheep.
Another sheep.
Goats in the desert. Wait, so
The
he's
goats
got
are
a
eating
cart.
sand. pooping out
Okay,
bricks.
does he have a horse?
Yeah.
No.
The goats are carrying the cart, apparently.
He wheeled his cart
No.
for 2 days out here.
No. A few of the goats out of the 45 are strapped
with the
to the cart.
Oh.
They are carrying the cart.
Okay.
Similarly to how the
Yeah,
elephant
he's got a
is carrying
Santa
his own
sleigh.
But okay,
He's got
But
he's got a
again-
dog sled of sheep. I get it. Okay.
can we grill this guy a little bit about why he wandered 2 days away into the desert
for
to try and
water?
find an abandoned well with 45 goats?
An empty well in the middle of the desert.
I would like to know.
Yeah, why are you here?
What were the goats? He had to bring food with him. It's not like he was going looking for pasture. That I understand. We're in the fucking desert. That is very well documented.
Who shepherds goats through the Wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Wait a minute.
Like, this is a little
Let's
bit
ask him.
fucked.
Let's ask him.
Oh god! Again, I just love the image of this scene happening, dead of the night in the desert with a bajillion goats, and you're all just
Jeph, can I do a roll? And I'm gonna call it, is this normal? And then you can tell me, yeah, this feels okay, or this feels fucked up.
Just
Can you
ask
do that
the
for me?
man.
I mean,
Yeah, that's great.
Go for it. Let's see what happens.
Oh my god,
I got
yeah,
a
we might be
20.
missing
I
something.
got a
here.
20 on the roll, no bonuses, nat 20. Is this fucked up?
Oh, damn.
Nat 24 is this fucked up.
Okay.
Nat 20 for this is
Fucking
this,
goat quest.
a little hard on
All
it.
right. So
Is this fucked up, Jeph?
it's not the most
How's Art
fucked
feeling?
up. No. Like maybe he was just selling off a bunch of goats and got lost.
He was leading his goats to
But he
sand.
wasn't.
I don't know what's
We
wrong
just
with
wanna
that.
know-
He told us he was just
We
out
want to know
here.
if this guy's weird or crazy. Like, we need to... There's a distinction.
So a shorter answer is yes, it's kind of fucked up, but it's not completely fucked up.
Okay, well...
So it's like, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Sir, why are you here? What's this about?
Yeah. Why were you so far away from town?
I had gone up to Emperor's cradle, or rather, I was trying to. I have to.
I mean, you did almost get there. We're only about a half day's
Oh,
ride.
really? Oh,
What did you have to do there?
I was selling some goats, and I got lost,
Okay.
and I was thirsty, and I saw this well, and I was hoping that maybe, but then the rope was a little bit too far away, and I slipped.
Okay.
And now that's about it.
Well, that sounds
Oh,
better, at least.
So he's just weird.
yeah.
He's just old,
Yeah,
man.
he's just trying to sell some goats. Okay. He's just an old man trying to sell some goats. I'm happy with that. Anyway, we're gonna bring you back home. We're not bringing you to Emperor's Cradle.
that's fine. I'm pretty sure the client would have left by now anyway. I would have been terribly late by now.
That's fair. All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I
Cool.
owe you my life.
You can pay us in goats.
Well,
No, we don't need goats, Brix. Sir, we don't need your
Are
goats.
you sure I can give you a deal?
No.
I'm
Who just
sure.
gets an
Maybe
animal like
some
that
nice
without thinking about it
cheeses?
first? Like, that's a real responsibility. We can't just get a goat.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it, Scarlet?
Like, goats are like a lot of work.
Knack scratches his chin. Goats, huh?
Are you guys...
Yeah, goats, huh?
You guys have no sense of responsibility.
Brix is scratching her chin right next to it.
We're not sacrificing goats.
I like the idea of
Brix.
Brix buying a goat legally and just going, "It's my goat. I can do what the fuck
It's
I
my
want."
goat. I can kill it if I want to.
I mean, that's fair. If you bought a goat, you could kill it.
You good?
That's
It's our
not
legal
Knack looks at
right,
you both.
Kellan.
Knack looks at you guys and says, "That's not weird to any of you."
I mean, I don't eat animals, but I won't stop the animal from eating animals.
Okay.
Just like shrug.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, how much is a goat?
I will give you a goat for a mere 4 gold.
Brix takes out her little gold pouch. She fucking fishes out the coins and just whips it at him. And she's like,
I want the orderiest goat you got out there.
He's all yours, but you'll have to find him.
I guess Brix
Wait.
is gonna wander into this like cluster of goats and just start slapping on them and see which ones get angry.
Yeah.
Knack watches Brix go off into the goat pile, knowing that she's going to fucking murder a goat, and looks at the party with pleading eyes and just says, "Could you guys please just be sensitive to the fact that I love animals so much just once, please?
This is like Fantasy National Geographic.
Could you guys have my back just once on this, please?
The worst part
I know I'm a weird bug man, but please."
is I think morally Art's biggest problem with this is just like, Brix, wait till we make camp. You know, like we're about to head out. Like, don't do it now. The goat can walk, or we'll have to carry it if you kill
Yeah,
it.
you shouldn't kill it yet.
And Knack's just like, please, guys, not another sense. Like another animal doesn't have to die.
You know it hurts me, right? You know it hurts. At least do it behind my back. Like,
Art will pull Brix aside and
oh, fuck.
at least say, Brix, you could simply ride a goat for now.
Oh, I know. I don't want to kill it. I was just fucking with you guys. I'm looking for the ornery goat because he's going to be my friend, and I think I found him.
And she just has like her arms around the neck of a goat,
And she's like, I'm going to call him Brix Jr., and he is my best friend now.
He's got a
All right. Well, I also hate this. So cool. Have a great time with your new
this
friend.
goat's
Brix
one of his
Jr.
horns is like totally crooked. Like it goes the normal direction for a little bit and then goes off to the left at a 90-degree angle. And he's got like a sick, like he's a gray goat all over except for his like little chin beard thing, which is jet black.
I thought for sure you were gonna say it's one of those goats with fucked up horns that grow into their heads and kill them.
Oh no.
No.
Let's get off of this. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we've been moving for a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna say.
Wait, I was gonna say
back
before
on
we
track.
started moving.
What's up?
Does anyone here have experience with like herding sheep or like?
I'd assume the old
shepherding?
man was going to take care of it.
He
Well,
can't
he's
walk.
like chilling,
He's-
eating rations.
Do you have like Knack
Yeah.
asked him like, do you have a dog or something? Like, how do we get these sheep to move?
First of all, they're goats.
You do keep doing that.
I really do keep doing that,
You
but
do keep doing
I'm kind of tempted to just keep it as a character thing.
Yeah. At this point, just fucking let
Let's
it
just
happen.
keep it as a
let
character. Let's
happen.
just say
doesn't
it's
know the
not.
difference.
Let's just say it's not a voice like a
For
tick
some
that I'm
reason,
doing.
Knack can't tell the difference between sheep and goats.
sheep.
Let's blame it
He's
on
got,
Knack.
like-
It's
he's
Knack's
got,
fault,
like,
not
phase
mine.
blindness, but only with goats
It's
and
Knack's
sheep.
fault.
Yeah, Knack can't tell the
Yeah,
difference
he's
between a
got
sheep and a
goat
goat,
blindness. Goat
and he doesn't give a shit. Knack really cares about animals, but he doesn't give a shit about the
He doesn't
difference
know what
between
they
a goat
are.
and a sheep. Yeah. I really like this a lot.
So, after correcting you, he then goes on to say,
I do not have a dog or anything, no. The
Good.
goats just follow me, and I'll let you in on a secret.
he reaches into like his coat pocket and he pulls out this little bundle of like fragrant grass.
Ew.
It's like,
They follow this around. They love the smell
The
of
goats
it.
are stoners?
Knack
Is
is
that
Knack's
weed?
actually intrigued, and he inspects it. Like he leans in and inspects what it is. Knowledge nature. 12 plus 9, so I got a 21.
okay, well, here's the thing. I was going to say that it was just this nice smelling hay, but it's way funnier to say that it's weed.
It's weed.
So it's weed.
It's goat weed.
It's
goat
elven goat weed.
There you go, elven goat weed.
Knack did not know that goats
Yeah.
like this, and he's just like, really?
It's a specific strain. They love this shit.
They love the purple kush.
Goat kush.
Goat kush.
They love the purple kush.
They fucking love it, dude. They
Oh no,
go
he's getting
ape
weirder.
shit.
It's getting weirder.
I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Don't look at me.
It just came from deep within me.
Don't.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right, so as long as that asshole's got the goat
We're
weed,
fine.
we're fine.
Okay.
They'll follow the goat
Yeah.
weed.
Gonna
So
come
this
with us?
stoner
Cool.
goats, they will go wherever
The
the kush
stanky
goes.
goat weed.
Brix is
Stank
already
goat.
tying up Junior to her camel so that Junior's with her.
Okay, so do we have another
So
pet
wait,
now?
another question. Brix, did you bring a whole ass camel, or are you sharing a camel with someone?
No, she's got her own
Okay.
camel, remember? Because you rented a bunch of them, and Brix
Yeah,
took one.
I love this. I love the idea
We have
of
a-
just Brix on a camel.
A
Yeah.
huge
Yeah,
camel.
she made like a little tent in between its humps, and that's where she's hiding out when it's hot
All
out.
right. Yeah, I love it.
Gotcha.
I just always assume that you're like mooching off of somebody else.
Well, I mean, if she's got the option to have her own camel,
So, you guys are wandering through the desert for, as long as you want to travel throughout the night, taking as many breaks as you feel is necessary. Considering it's nighttime, it is a little bit cold as it gets further into the night, but it's not freezing. It's chilly, but not freezing. So I assume you guys are going to set up camp as soon as the sun starts coming up?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, like, as the sun comes up, it's kind of like okay, that's our cue to find a good place to camp. Mm-hmm. And then by the time it's like noon, we would want to be in structure, basically.
Okay. Fair enough. So as the horizon is starting to change into a sort of like pinkish purpley color, off a ways in the distance, past all the dunes and things that you guys have grown very used to by this point, is a small little outcropping of rock, which would probably make decent enough cover. Based on a...
And would that be like a landmark that I would be familiar with, kind of thing?
Not really. There's like a bunch of these types of things. It's not the specific rock that is familiar. It's the fact that there is an outcropping of rock that indicates that you're going the right way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll set up camp, I guess.
That away.
Or at least our art will suggest that we set up camp around here.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it starting to like get warmer?
Not quite yet. The sun's not like poked up above the horizon yet, so the heat has not started to pick back up. It's just the sky is starting to change color. By the time that you guys get to the outcropping of rock, though, it will have started to actually come up over the horizon, and the temperature will have started to go up a little bit. But it's not so hot that setting up your tents would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. But it's getting warmer.
Well,
yeah.
Okay.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's pretty gross and dry.
Yeah, we just gotta get there and set up camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll set up camp and start. We don't really need to make a fire.
No.
No.
So.
Are we gonna do?
Yeah, we can just
bone air cons.
Oh, right, that.
Bone con? No.
Yeah, try that. Let's take that one again.
Bone con.
There it is.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Bone con.
Bone con. Air bone.
Well, this can be, I guess, our discussion as we begin to set up bedrolls. How's our man doing? He asleep in the fruits?
Yeah,
I guess
he's
we'll
been
put the
passed
fruits in
out
the
pretty
shade.
much the entire journey. On his like little makeshift stretcher on the side of the fruit cart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can put it in the shade.
Yeah, so while we're setting up camp, I think Art will bring up or try and, signal to Knack that, like, hey, can we chat about something really quick?
Yeah, what's up?
I want you to know that although it isn't unwelcome that our friend here is, or at least his family was a practitioner of the life god, that's very strange out here.
People often think that worshippers of the life god stick to the forests, away from civilization, but nature encompasses more than just the woods. It is known to us in Bell, in my glade, that there are other glades,
He says with quotations.
in places such as the ocean and the desert, though they often keep to themselves and are very hard to come by.
That's the thing. I think, not that I would use this word anymore, but here it would be to be more of a heretic, as someone who lives here, to be looking into the ways of the old gods. I just think we should be careful with this information.
Okay, so that's an angle that Knack didn't even consider, not knowing this area very well. It says,
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
No,
you, as
it's
an
not.
outsider, I don't think it's an issue, but for someone who lives here, it's very strange.
Very well. If I were to speak for Devil's Advocate, it is not unusual for druids to desire to be isolated from civilization. So it's quite possible they mean no harm. They just simply want to practice in peace.
Of course. That's why I think we should just be careful. Not for our sake, but... And he'll gesture over to the old man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's it. He'll... If Knack doesn't seem like he has anything else to say...
No, Knack
he'll
nods
kind of like... Yeah.
And understands.
Clap him on the shoulder and get back to setting up camp.
Yeah, okay. Knack thinks about that for a moment, though. Before you go, he says,
"Why is it heresy to worship the life god here?"
In Mondon City, they're very attached to the new gods, but especially Havaste. I mean, you met me when we started our journey, and I was already a bit off the path from where I'd been, but it's intense.
Really quick,
let's say.
When this conversation started, are you guys off to the side having a private conversation, or is this just a...
We're setting up camp, so I would say, like, anyone is, like, Art's not trying to keep this, like, a secret.
Okay.
Okay, then I would say...
So if anyone else is, like, gonna jump in, go for it.
Well, yeah. Oswalt's not gonna jump in, but I'll say you notice that after... When Knack said, why would it be heresy to worship the life god, Oswalt just kind of... just went... like a little...
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at you. Think you know everything about God now, huh?
I'm definitely making faces.
Or Knack thinks that you chuckled because you think that Knack said something stupid, so he kind of hunches a little bit. He says,
what did Oswalt do? Did I say something?
While he's building a tent, he looks over and he goes, no, not so much. I'm just, listen, Knack, as somebody who's been on the receiving end of a lot of, people who don't like to, see the world in any other way besides their little tiny little boxes, folks like to use any excuse they can to elevate themselves over other people, and no disrespect, Art, but getting big vibes of that here. People gonna sit up on their high horses talking about Havaste this and Havaste that, but it's just an excuse to subjugate people that don't step in line.
I would say Art bristles a little bit, but also nods. And says, yeah, that's kind of the conclusion I've been coming to, but I know the way this place works, or at least I did, and I don't think we can afford to step out of line.
You say that, and you go, and he puts his hand on his chest and straightens up and goes, and that's when I've been on my best behavior, but just it's not lost on me what kind of area we're in. It's become increasingly clear that as much of a taboo subject I am just by existing, I am not the only one in the group that will get side-eyed at the drop of a hat.
Knack understands and pats Oswalt on the shoulder, just nods at him.
I know what it's like to be outcast as well.
You get used to it. It just it's getting a little, I don't know, used to not being freaked out at every 5 seconds with the places that we've been. So kind of stepping right back into a place like where I'm from. It's getting a little hard to get used to it again. But hey, we do what we gotta do.
Maybe it's a good thing that we found him and not someone else.
I'm not really sure anyone else would have found him. The deserts aren't well-traveled. But God's willing, this will be over soon.
He seems, for a person who is in an environment like this, where other religions would be frowned upon or even punishable severely, you'd think he would keep that to himself.
And he squints at the old man. He kind of feels bad for him.
Like maybe his memory isn't doing so well. I feel bad for him.
Well, he doesn't know what it is, right? He doesn't know what it is.
He may not.
He was saying his
he
grandfather.
might not know what that symbol is.
It was his grandfather's amulet. That poor sot probably doesn't even know what would happen to him if he talked about it.
And as a farmer, he may be on the outskirts. You're probably not living in the church. And as you'll see, if you're in Mondon City, you're pretty much in the church. So
I can't wait.
At least from Art's point of view. But
just out of curiosity, what has Damia been up to all this time?
yeah, how's she doing? How's her camp setup going?
Damia, for the most part, has been kind of like helping tend to the goats. And as you guys have been setting up camp, she's been helping the ones that are strapped to the cart. She's unstrapping them from the cart and making sure they all have a decent amount of food. She's pretty much just helping out the old man off to the side.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
I would say just in general, in the moments where Oswalt's been quiet or not part of a conversation, he's sticking close to Damia just because he's feeling a little high-strung because of the area that they're in, and he knows if they're going to come for him, they're going to come for her. So he's just kind of like staying close and helping her with tent shit or anything she needs.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fair.
Yeah.
Cool. So,
yeah.
Any more deep personal revelations that anybody wants to?
Deep personal conversations that we're going to have tonight in the desert on the way to
church town.
Knack is starting
to fucking church.
Knack is starting to wonder if he should.
Guys.
Well, Knack is starting to wonder now with that if he should start hiding his profession. If he should start hiding the fact that he's a druid, because that would automatically imply that he is a worshiper of an old god.
Yeah, I like I said, Art will reiterate, like, as an outsider, it shouldn't be an issue.
Well, I guess it would only be an issue if you tried to move here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's the reason he would have brought it up is more for, like, this old elven man who clearly maybe wasn't thinking about the implications or didn't know the implications, like Scarlet said, when he was, like, talking about a talisman of the life god, which would be, through everything that's happened, like, Art still has the holy symbol of Havaste with him. So it's like that kind of stuff here is
okay.
People notice,
Yeah.
They're big into gods here. Big into gods. Even though there's a bunch of new gods. Just big into gods, and Havaste's like he's number one guy, top guy. Top guy.
Okay.
Top guy,
Yeah.
most important guy.
Best in the business.
Number one guy.
Biggest god we got.
You want gods?
He's the
we
biggest,
got
he's the
tons of 'em.
juiciest.
We got big gods. We got small gods.
Itty bitty gods.
We
Inner
got
city
small
gods.
We got the gods that
We got gods we don't even know about.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Yeah. Get you new gods.
To the
gods.
elven
You
god
new and
emporium.
slightly used gods.
Yeah.
New and slightly used gods.
Yeah.
Old gods, we don't got them.
New
New
gods.
gods.
We got you.
We got lots.
You want new gods?
This became
We got
stupid
one.
so fast. We have such an important conversation.
We got one here.
Yeah. Welcome to God Emporium.
Yeah, God Emporium.
We got one.
We got one.
The God.
One god.
but it's
the god, and then they just stare at the camera.
Slowly making a point about like a political weird point about religion. And welcome to God of Polio. We got one God, the only God, motherfucker.
And then they just spend the rest of the commercials staring.
Yeah, it's like walking to No, I will say though, like and maybe Art is sitting down and kind of like explaining this to everyone, I would say. But like the new gods, so like when we landed in Emperor's Cradle, we came up upon like basically like the god of war is like who controls the port kind of thing. So everywhere in Mondon kind of has like separate areas of worship for the new gods, but the person at the top of the pantheon, like their Zeus is Havaste, basically. Oh, okay. And so since we're going to the capital, it's like, oh yeah, everyone's cool worshiping all the gods and stuff, but like we got the best one. That's kind of like what we're moving into.
I see.
So basically what you're saying is Brix, she really shouldn't just walk into a temple and start like yelling, hey, fucking leave me alone. Not the place to be doing that. Okay, cool.
Not.
Yeah, this isn't a good place for Brix to maybe go for looking for God.
I would also say
Brix
like
is that fucking Danny DeVito meme. Like, anyway, I started blasting. She just walks into the church is like, anyway,
yeah,
I started blasting.
Fucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty fair to say, I think.
Yeah.
So not that.
Yeah, the church in Mondon City is a big deal.
Okay.
Yep.
Knack has learned stuff and understands.
Gross.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Great.
He's not used to.
Thanks, I hate it.
He's not used to this sort of thing. Because he's only ever known one god.
Many people would be used to this sort of thing, and I feel like Art's also not used to this sort of thing anymore. Like he's definitely, as we're getting closer, becoming, I wouldn't say uncomfortable, but like there's part of him that's very excited to go home, and there's part of him that is absolutely terrified of going home. And I think those are both becoming like more and more apparent the closer that we're gonna get, and like the way he talks about things.
I actually think Oswalt is, I wouldn't say comfortable with any of this. He's profoundly uncomfortable, but it's very familiar.
Yeah. He knows this discomfort well of being like, you can't be who you always are.
Yeah.
So it's great. Everyone's in a really great place right now, as well.
Mondon City is a very cool and chill and relaxed place. Everybody gets along and accepts each other.
Very welcoming.
It's not at all a nightmare.
No.
If you stand out at all, which we all do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
As long as you're a nice, God-fearing elf, everything is A-okay.
Fine. It's fine. I feel like I'm saying it's fine in like the very British sense, where you're like,
it's fine.
It's fine.
And
nothing is fine. Like
that's fine while being really pissed off.
Yeah.
So Knack, thinking about the conversation that he just had with Art, where he learned about, like, he's thinking about like someone maybe finding them or finding out about their like religions and, you know, them getting in trouble and punishments being harsh. He's like,
you know, I think I have a solution for maybe hiding this elephant, or, you know, keeping it out of sight just in case. You know that thing I do with Brix sometimes, where I make her itty bitty.
Fuck off.
I'm finishing my, setting up my can, and I just turn around and look at Knack. Are you talking to me right now?
Damn.
Because he just walked up. He was like, "Hey, Scarlet." You just started talking, so I'm making sure. Are you? Are you?
Yeah, I'm talking to you about your elephant.
Oh, okay. What about the elephant, man? Because honestly, look, I think you are all really swell, but I'm getting a little tired of people giving me lip.
Knack puts his hands on the elephant and shrinks it. Like right in the middle of you saying that, like Knack just shrinks the elephant.
Well, that feels a little rude that you didn't ask me, but it is very helpful, so I'm okay with it.
Well, I can't argue this solves a problem. I am also furious.
Yes.
Was that okay? Was that okay for me to do that?
Know,
I just thought
you usually ask first, but it's okay. I know these things take some time.
Ask for forgiveness.
You were saying that one time that like
The
you were worried about running out of fruit for the elephant, and I don't want him to get
Also,
seen.
it's kind of rude to just go around handling another man's elephant. I'm just gonna say.
Did I step out of line? I'm sorry.
You absolutely did, but I mean, ultimately, it was a good thing, so it's fine. You know, just don't go around shrinking people's stuff. Because I feel like we could really have a problem. But this is a good idea.
Wait, I don't want to... I don't want any problem with you. I just... I thought you were listening.
You know...
Anyway.
Well, that's another thing. Usually when you want to direct conversation of somebody, you do have to say their name first. You don't just start speaking in their near vicinity and then shrink their elephant.
Jeez, that's really a lot to take in. I'm really going to be thinking about this a lot later at night.
It's okay. I understand. But, honestly, look, it's been a long day. I have had to work really hard, and nobody has really appreciated my work with the elephant. So I'm a little prickly, I will say. But this does solve a problem, so ultimately, it's okay. Just ask before you shrink people's elephants or things.
Ask before you shrink people's elephants.
I just want to say I think your elephant's really cool. That's the only reason why I did that.
Right? Isn't he great?
Came from He's pretty cool.
Meanwhile,
anyway,
I just want to say real quick that Peanut suddenly being much smaller is
horrified.
Why do you have to take these perfectly good animals and give them existential crises?
Yeah,
why? Meanwhile, Frogger is still stuck to the top of his head.
Wait, so is Frogger smaller?
No.
I peel Frogger off as I am speaking and hand it over to Knack. Here. Take that too while you're here. It's okay. This is a good idea. He will eat less, and he will be out of sight, and all that. And I'm glad that you like my elephant, because he has an allergy, and I think he has a hard time getting acceptance. So I'm pretty sure he feels great that you think he's cool, even though he's called Peanut and has a peanut allergy. But that wasn't on me. I did not name him. I want to say that on record.
Doesn't he have a gamey leg too, or something?
I said he has bad knees, but that's... I'm just guessing.
I'm just guessing, because he walks
yeah, because it walks weird.
I can't believe you nerfed the elephant for no reason.
Yeah. So...
Anyway.
No problem. I'll ask before shrinking.
That's great.
Elephants in the future.
I wouldn't want anything to happen
Brix,
to you, buddy.
your fucking friend.
Yeah.
No. It's usually a punishment with Brix.
No,
though.
Brix is a shit. She should know better.
It's usually because they're arguing or fighting over something.
Yeah, that's true.
She didn't kill no goats. You're right. She's only killed
some birds.
A bunch of flumps.
Some birds.
A bunch of flumps. To be fair, that's sort of just like kicking plastic bags, though.
Well, it's not hard.
Anyway, I'll see you later.
See you later, man.
All right, see ya. So, I believe everybody has camp set up and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Good. So, you're all snugly in your bedrolls and such. And,
yeah, were there any more soul-wrenching conversations we wanted to have tonight, or are we good?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Awesome.
Oswalt's probably not going to do the skeleton thing, just because...
Oh, why not?
Well, because if he wasn't concerned about being murdered by a bunch of religious zealots,
he would probably do it. But
enough.
we've had a.
I feel
we're in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, but also he would probably just charge up a chill touch and just like cool down the tent by being like.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. So there are less conspicuous ways to do the
Yeah,
thing,
exactly.
basically.
I mean, it's good for a bit, but it doesn't make sense narratively.
Fair enough.
It's true.
So, you're all snuggled up, as cooled down as you possibly can be in your tents, underneath that little outcropping of rock as cover.
Yeah.
And as you're getting used to the ambient sounds of, like, the wind and, like, maybe the occasional bird making some kind of awful screaming sound, you're starting to drift off to sleep. And you start to hear a weird humming sound. Art and Oswalt, you actually have heard this sound before when you were waking up in your rooms at the inn back in Dockerai.
What is that?
But everybody else hears this sound as well, but it's new to everyone else.
Did we know what it was when it was waking us up in Dockerai?
What preceded those events?
Cool.
This was,
or like what happened after those? What happened
after? That was a little while before Crab Quest.
So I'll say what Oswalt does is he kind of opens the tent as quietly and inconspicuously as he can, and then peeks out through a little opening just to see if he can see anything without being seen back, kind of thing.
I mean, there's nothing out there aside from all your tents and such.
But he's looking up and stuff too. Like, he's not just looking.
Yeah, it's just there's a whole lot of not much out there.
Okay.
But when you're getting up and moving around, it seems like the distance of the sound never really changes a whole lot from where you are when you're up and moving around.
Right.
Because you're all...
Is this something Brix might recognize from her spooky times on the train?
The humming sound? No, not really.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not completely different, though. But this specific sound is new to you. You haven't heard this one before.
Okay. And we had heard this, and had we... I guess we hadn't done anything about it before, and we don't know what it was.
As I recall, you guys woke up and you were hearing this weird sound, and then pretty much as soon as you were aware of it, it stopped happening.
Yeah.
So we were like, this is probably fine.
It's
and
whatever.
It's probably fine.
I would say
It's fine.
Still trying to be quiet and stuff. After not looking out of his tent and not seeing anything, Oswalt gets out of the tent and kind of just stands and is looking around, trying to find any source of the sound.
Is everybody currently trying to find the source of this noise right now? Like, actively trying to find it?
I guess so, yeah.
I would say Art's probably also looking.
Yeah.
I would say maybe he hasn't gotten up and gotten out of the tent, but he's also, like, poked his head out and, like, seen Oswalt's, like, out and about. Because, it's concerning. It's concerning that we would hear the same thing so far away.
Could I get
from
a
Dockerai.
listen from everybody?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to enhance my listen?
Jeph, what
given
abilities
my
do you have?
Particular set of skills?
Probably.
Just that, like words on the wind. Oh, yeah. I will use words on the wind because it's a listen +4.
So I got a 19.
19, okay.
10.
I got a 12.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God. Thank God I used a skill.
18.
17.
Wow, I really fucked that one up. I'm just not paying attention. I don't care. Check that. I'm
You're
asleep.
sleeping. You're
Brix
still
was
asleep.
the one that got the 12, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody except for Scarlet and Brix.
God damn it.
Weird, because you've got the really good ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking cat.
Brix is just very sleepy. Like, deliriously tired, I guess. And it's just like, what the fuck?
Like, tongue out cat, they don't care. Like,
yeah. Like, the second set of eyelids is still, like, half closed.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, like, listen as hard as you can, and you're able to discern that the source of the sound is coming from two different places, and they're very nearby. One is coming from, like, within Oswalt's tent, and the other one is around the vicinity of Art's.
Oswalt, once he realizes where the sound is coming from in his tent, he starts looking through his tent, I assume his belongings, and he's probably looking specifically for the glowing orb that he's been carrying with him, but because he assumes, but he is literally just looking for the audio.
Well, you absolutely nailed it. You dig through your bag and find the orb, and as soon as you have the orb in your hand, the, like, humming sound is very, very clear, and it's very obvious that it's some sort of hum of latent magic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just in your hand making this weird, low humming sound. And so, yeah.
Cool.
You're not exactly sure what that means, but...
Yeah.
Okay, so as I go through my shit, I'm assuming, but is it something else?
As you enter your tent again to try and find the thing, the humming stops completely.
Fuck off. I assume it's probably what is labeled as mysterious rods, but which is definitely a thing I forgot I had. What? But who could say? Who could truly say?
Can I knowledge arcana the glowing orb, just to, like, not obviously, even if I were to roll a nat 20, it's not gonna automatically tell me what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But with my knowledge arcana, can I roll to maybe get, like, put one and one put two and two together basically, and maybe hypothesize what could be causing it to hum? Like, I know it's latent magic energy, but what's activating it?
Yeah,
is it just random or okay?
That is a 19.
Okay, so you're studying the orb, kind of like flipping it over in your hands, and the best guess that you can arrive at, based on just the weird humming sound and the fact that, it's clearly a magical item, you come to the conclusion that it's resonating with another object that has the same, like, I want to say, like, magical signature as it. So it's like something else is around or was around or something that has the exact same type of magic as it, and it was responding to that.
Yeah, and I was aware that the other source of sound was Art's tent, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so Oswalt is gonna walk over to Art's tent and go to knock, and then realize it's not a hard surface, and he just goes. He literally says, "Knock, knock, 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 knock."
Yes.
Oswalt comes in and holds up the orb and goes, "This was humming, and something else was humming, and I'm pretty sure it was in here."
I'm pretty sure it was too. I just don't hear anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting the impression that whatever is making the magic in this kind of act up is operating on the same wavelength magically that something else is. It might be in here, or we might be in a general area that has a lot of it. So, if you don't mind, and he takes the orb and he starts, like, moving it all over Art's shit.
Yeah.
Like a dowsing rod trying to figure out if anything will hum.
That's the thing. So if I mean, like, literally going through my things, the only thing... There are 3 things that are potentially weird. One of them is exhausted. It's the Ring of Rest. One of them is mysterious rods. And one of them is the communication amulet that we have for Professor Withersby. I have nothing else that is magical.
Okay, then I would...
So those would be the things that I would... produce. As they kind of, like, poke these things against each other, Art would probably say, my other inclination might be we are out here to find potentially another orb. It also makes me concerned that maybe we would have left one in Darkrai, but we could be close by.
Well, I don't like the idea of having left one in Darkrai. But hey, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it?
Didn't Knack bury one of his, like, weird druid token things in Darkrai?
Didn't he?
He did.
The Qualms tokens?
Didn't he make a weird tree that we could teleport to? Didn't he make a set a fast travel point in Darkrai? Basically.
I did there, and I did on the tropical island.
That's right, on the tropical island.
And I think the tropical island would be a good halfway point, because I think I gotta, like, chain them to get from one to the other, because they only have a certain range.
There you go.
But
Okay.
we could possibly warp back if we need to, but I didn't leave one in the town that we just left, like, yesterday.
I can't remember. You didn't leave one on the ship, did you?
Oh,
That wasn't the tree on the ship, was it?
I don't think so.
Is there any reaction?
Yeah.
There's not any more humming, no. So whatever was resonating with the orb is either off or gone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The only reaction that you do find is that near the mysterious rods, it's not much of anything. It just kind of feels like you have a low-powered magnet being pulled towards them. Like the orb is pulled towards them a little bit.
Where did we get these? I forget where we got.
We got the first one was the thing that teleported us. Oh, the
The
rod.
rods you found in the like old ruins south of Coombe.
Yeah.
It was in the little workshop-y area near the room where Scarlet jostled something and the room exploded.
Yep. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you found them in there among a bunch of discarded things.
I thought it was the ruins, but I just could not. And in my head, like, what you have drawn is very different from, like, I was literally just picturing, like, metal rod.
Yeah, fair enough.
Inanimate carbon rod.
Yeah.
They're like
carbon rod.
They're kind of
exactly. That's exactly what was in my
like
head.
a garden stake you put in the ground.
So Oswald's kind of sitting there after having done that, checked the rods and stuff. He's rolling the orb in his hand and kind of goes, okay, so revised my hypothesis. Either we're getting close to something that has magic like this, which is possible, and like you said, if that's the case, then maybe we missed something in Darkrai, which I don't like. The other option is also not super fun. Somebody with something similar to this might be tailing us. So
that's the other option.
Because when we were in Darkrai and we heard a hum, we thought it was nothing, because as soon as we kind of acknowledged it, it went away, which I'm not any expert stealth man, but I'm pretty sure a lot of folks would kind of peace out if they were getting made. So you can hear good now, right?
I can hear pretty good, yeah.
Okay. I would keep an ear out. 'cause I don't know. I got a bad. The seam's not great.
The last time you reported that something like this
Jesus
happened.
fuck, why did that scare me so much?
Just the idea of Knack.
What scared you?
'Cause I'm in Art's tent, so Knack started talking. It's like,
Knack just comes in.
Can I hear them? I said I was out looking.
Yeah.
I popped my head in and I said,
hear it.
and I said,
The last time you reported something like this was right before the world crab attacked. It's possible that whatever energy created that monster has happened again in the vicinity, or that perhaps something is approaching and we need to be on guard.
Is Oswalt dressed or is he in his underwear?
yeah, I would say Oswalt put his shit on really quick before leaving the tent.
Oh, okay. That would be funny.
Just
if
hanging
he
out
was
with
just
Art
naked.
naked again, and Art's just like, God fucking damn.
I would.
They're just like trying out, just like
I would argue because
do not.
I would argue because Oswald's feeling pretty tense about where they're at and all the stuff that's been going on. He's basically ready. He's never gonna get fully comfortable. He's always at least half ready to go.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. It's a good place to be. I approve.
What time of day is it right now?
This
Yeah, how long were we quote unquote
Sleeping.
you hadn't even gotten to sleep yet.
Oh.
It was happening as we were getting comfortable.
So we can't leave. We have to sleep.
No, we can't leave. We have to sleep.
So he's taking first watch. I would say Oswald's probably going to take first watch. He's not ready to sleep at this point.
And he can just chill touch himself
Yeah.
whenever. Oh, that sounds bad.
I honestly,
Whenever he gets too
Art will
hot.
take second.
I honestly don't know at all if I could be helpful here. I know I have a bunch of different knowledges like that I can use when I'm looking at stuff, but you would have to know what to bring me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it. Oswald can take first watch. Art will take second. He's used to the heat-ish.
Yeah, and Oswald
So-
can keep himself cool with his chill touch.
It's pretty fair.
So I would say he gets all of his shit that he needs and tells Art he's gonna take first watch, and then goes and sits out by the rocks with the goats and is just looking around a
Poor
bunch.
goaties. Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Goat stealth.
So, people are getting comfortable in bed again.
Yeah.
The course of your first watch during the day, Oswalt, is largely uneventful. The only thing that's really noteworthy, but is noteworthy in that it's not at all noteworthy, is that there's nothing. There's barely even a breeze. It's just the sands are still ish.
That's unnerving.
And it's hot as balls. Fuck, you are sweating buckets.
I hate it here.
It's the worst. It's like someone just has a searing weight that they're pressing down on you.
It's worse for Knack because Knack is not accustomed to this type of environment at all.
No.
And he does not rest
Not
very
a
well.
tropical boy.
No.
That's funny because
He
bugs
does
do
not
thrive in the heat,
But he was born and raised in colder climates in Bell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The
Messed
poor
up.
little boy. Yeah, it's fucked up. He
Yeah, I
lives
would say
way far
Brix
north.
probably isn't enjoying this either, but that's mainly just because she a puffy cat.
Yeah. And you don't
Yeah.
sweat.
Yeah. She's got a...
Yeah, she's doing the little panty.
Well, she's sleeping.
I wish I had a cold rib cage to curl up into.
Where's Brix Jr.?
Dear.
Brix Jr., I'm going to assume, is with the camel.
We can say that you go through the rest of Oswalt's shift, and it's wildly uneventful.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from the fact that there's strangely little wind. I mean, that's not the weirdest thing in the world. And then you switch off, he gets some sleep, and you wake up again, continue to travel south for another full night. By the end of the second night, you find yourselves at the gates of Mondon City. Art, noteworthy to you is that you arrived even faster than you thought that you might, feeling like perhaps you'd had a gentle wind at your back and guiding you home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Beautiful, but also I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Seeing the town on the horizon, Knack stares at it, gets a little scared of someone seeing the elephant, and absentmindedly, and without asking if it's okay, shrinks the elephant again.
Bro.
Oh no!
No character growth.
Bro, keep your hands off my elephant.
Bro.
I'm
on it, right? God, I'm on it. So
Right.
I'm like, woof.
You just fell to the fucking
Yeah, I was like,
ground.
and it goes, "Woo!" Yeah, it freaks
Yeah,
out.
like my entire little tent
that was the
falls
thing.
and I fall in it. It's like,
Knack puts his hands on his cheeks and goes
it's
like,
the
"Oh
worst.
no, this is the thing you asked, dude. We just talked about this. Oh,
I poke
so
my head out
sorry.
the tent. Hey!
What the fuck?
your tent. Wait, you have a set up
Yeah, it's a
tent
little
on your
thingy.
elephant.
Yeah, like
Prince
Prince
Ali.
Ali style.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
We
right, you
literally
told me
talked about this the other night.
Oh, Knack starts slapping his palm on his head. Right. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. That was really stupid. I just.
Seriously. I get, we're friends, but if I wasn't, I would be really mad right now. That.
I just don't want this elephant to get caught. I don't want it to get caught. You heard what Art said.
Did you hear what I said the other night?
Get the biscuits.
I did. I really
did.
did. I really care. I wasn't thinking. I got really emotional. I just didn't.
Okay, well, that's fine. Just don't do it again. I almost broke all my shit in here.
Okay,
Jesus.
don't-
I disappeared.
Don't shrink elephants.
What are you gonna do
Sorry,
now, though?
yeah.
What the hell is gonna pull the cart?
Oh fuck!
I mean, I guess you have a bajillion goats.
Yeah, hook up
What?
70
Yeah.
goats.
Hook up 7 goats.
Can you shrink the cart?
No.
No, we can only shrink creatures.
This is terrible.
Then I'd have to shrink everything on the cart.
Oh my god.
And despite all this, we still arrived earlier than expected.
Fucking.
I'm just gonna strap a couple of goats. I'm gonna strap a couple of goats
Not
to
a
the
couple.
cart so that they can help. I mean, he's still big.
Smash
he's
cut.
the size of a horse or something like that, right? So
Well, yeah, let's strap him and Honey
Yeah.
to it, and then between
yeah.
the both of them,
And also, if it's
that it's the equivalent strength of one
if
elephant.
it's been a while, that some of the fruit will be gone because he's been eating it. So
Let's go.
We tie up Honey and the elephant to the cart, and we make our way to the city.
And we'll go make our way to the city, making our way downtown, walking fast, facing past.
Hey everybody, welcome to the end of another episode of StumbleQuest. The theme is Struttin from Louie, Zong, and all other music is provided by Kevin McLeod of Incompetech.com. This is a bi-weekly podcast, so we'll have a brand new episode for you on all of our platforms in 2 weeks. If you're looking for a place to hang out on the internet, may I recommend our Discord. It is a lovely place, full of lovely people. If you want to know more about the show, the world it takes place in, and the people who make it, check out our website at stumblequest.com. And if you check out our website, make sure to click on the link for Level Up Dice. They sell some real nice stuff. If you like the show, please leave us a review. It helps out a ton. And share us with your friends if you think they'll like it. Oh, and I almost forgot, we got some bloops for you this week. Hope you enjoy those. They're a little blue, but, you know, it is what it is. So I hope you enjoy that. Well, we finally made it to Mondon, the big scary city, and this big scary city is full of big scary things. Check out next episode to see what those big scary things are. Maybe they're not that scary. Okay? Bye-bye.
Is that a thing we should do? Should we draw our characters in the new outfits?
100%.
Yes.
I've drawn art only in his new outfits.
We are obligated
for months.
The only drawings I've seen of Art lately are him shirtless, so I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
oh my god!
No,
that,
with like
okay, that didn't like have the words of a call out, but it had the tone of a call out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's like
what? Wait.
Like
you should see the stuff you haven't seen. Just saying.
Why have I not seen it? What's going on?
Yeah, are there wieners in it?
I've made a whole not safe for work side blog. Side note: there are not wieners. I would never draw a wiener. Much like Art, I would never. However, there have been some fairly suggestive drawings happening.
Some near wiener circumstances.
Near wiener circumstances, but
yeah,
it's
lots of wiener cleavage.
That's the ship I'm comfortable with.
Wiener cleavage is like the funniest image.
Wiener cleavage. That's my new punk band. Wiener cleavage.
I was gonna say you're like not safe for work. Alt Twitter account is wiener cleavage.
Yeah.
That would be a great image.
I'm gonna make it right now.
Yeah. That would be a great.
No, we're all gonna change our name to Wiener Cleavage, and everyone's gonna be like, "What?"
But you gotta write it after like you're in a frat, like you're in a fraternity or like a band. You know your name and then you're part of Wiener Cleavage. It's a fraternity.
Jeph really likes Wiener Cleavage,
like a gamer tag in square brackets.
Yeah.
Just like name
Wiener Cleavage. It's a Wiener Cleavage. Like when you're on Steam, playing fucking
Wiener Cleavage on Steam.
I play Warzone every now and then, and there's just like you said, clan tags you can add. Maybe I will just go
exactly. You got your name and then your clan tag is
I'm changing my name on my Discord.
It's really funny.
And very descriptive.
No, I totally get it though. It's the perfect terminology for it.
Yeah.
It sounds better than Deep V. Deep V is awkward to say, and it's not that evocative. Wiener Cleavage.
No. Wiener Cleavage, you know exactly where we're going.
Yeah, it really paints a mind picture.
Yeah, it's when you're wearing V-neck pants. And you just see like a little bit of the top of the tube, like pointed straight down.
Top of the tube?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This.
I love that Jeph is cracking up.
Anyway, oh my god. Anyway.
I'm tearing up over here.
I'm just imagining some douchebag dressed like that, like, and with his hands on his hips, like, and making everyone look at that. He's just being some crazy ass power move.
This is
that's so nuts because
like
his dick
so
isn't
just like
out.
A huge expanse.
His dick's not out, and I mean technically, like, I don't know if it's a double. You would be worried about saying something because you'd feel like it would be a double standard. Because girls can have cleavage, so I can't.
Why can't you
wear V-neck pants?
Yeah, my dick cleavage.
He's like really aggressive about it when you question it.
Dick cleavage rights?
Hey man,
hashtag?
What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
Eyes
like
up
when
here, buddy.
those ultra low rise jeans were in for girls.
Yeah.
And it's like if you didn't wax, you wouldn't have been able to wear those jeans. Like I don't know why that was a thing. It was like halfway down your ass crack, and
and it was just there, like just there, like as long as it can be without just being coochie, it's there. Like
anyway.
If you're a dude and you wear those, you get dick cleavage.
Anyway, the elephant shows
This is
up.
like an outfit that now I want to put on Himbo Scarlet. So now you've done that.
Can that be another? Can that be another special little bit for the possible Patreons of the future?
No, this is another Patreon exclusive. Now that we've done
my desert outfit has to be a weird cropped up and like dick cleavage.
V-neck
pants.
You're gonna get the worst.
The worst. And like halfway through your dick, you got like a sunburn.
You got a suntan line. You got tan lines on half your wiener.
You get like fucking like t-shirt tan on your dick.
I just saw Adam's spirit break. I just saw Adam's like resolve just crack a little bit permanently.
Just sitting.
Permanently.